to Sports Betting Illuminated, where we play with the house and not against it. I'm your host, Ariel Calista Miller, author of Sports Betting Illuminated, an AI-powered path to profit. Oh my gosh, I see all of your comments here coming through, but for whatever reason, they are not showing up on my stream right now. I am so sorry about that. Let me just try to figure this out real quick. And get you up live and on my stream. So wonderful seeing all of you here tonight. Thank you so much for joining in. I really appreciate everyone for stopping by this stream and hanging out with me tonight. Okay, let's see if we could get this up and working. It is so wonderful seeing all of you here. Thanks so much for stopping in. Okay, we should have your comments coming through now. Is it working? I see all of you here. DJ Ray, thank you so much for dropping in my links. Oh my gosh. I really appreciate taking care of business. Loco for stopping in with all the emojis. Chuck Science, welcome in. It is so nice seeing you here. Thomas, Alvin, Ken, how are all of you doing? Okay, good. The chats are finally showing up. I don't know what was going on with that. I see the emotes too coming through, but they just don't seem to be showing up on the screen either right now. But let's try to get these up and running for us. So hopefully, hopefully they are showing up right now. Are you able to see all the emotes? Thanks so much for joining in tonight. Okay, sorry about those technical difficulties at the beginning, but I couldn't see all of your comments, and you know what? I love seeing what you guys have to say. Let's have a great evening tonight, and I think I need to have a glass of wine to start off the stream. I'm drinking some rosé tonight. What are you enjoying? Let me know in the comments section. Hey Tony, welcome in. Do you guys have any picks that you really like tonight? Oh, now the emotes are there. Okay. They are coming through. Just a little bit of technical difficulties. But you know what? We worked through it, and that's what's important. Okay, and making sure arielcalista.com is right here, linking it in a corner so everyone knows where to go to as well to get the daily report, my free daily email, which comes out every single day. It's easy to just sign up, it's free. It has all of the sports news. It has some health information, some AI talk, some coaching corner sections. It's just got a little bit of everything. Also, the plays that I'm looking at and tracking throughout the day, it has all of that information in there. It's free every single day, plus you get a picture of me. So it's a fun little DM to you right in your email inbox. It's easy to sign up, plus you don't get spam ads. None of that. Thanks so much, DJ Ray, for linking in the daily report, telling people where they could find me. I appreciate it. I'd love for you guys to tell your friends, family, neighbors about the daily report. It's just like a nice community, and would love to have like more people there taking part in it. And of course, you could write me back. Any single email just goes directly back to me. And you could ask me questions or even just say hi, what's up? It's always fun talking to you guys. So, any plays you really like? Okay, Tony, you're picking Ricky is it Stenhouse or Steinhaus? Stenhouse Jr. to win a race in Las Vegas. Let's go. All right, I agree. We definitely have to rip one. Hey Red Pill, welcome in. Hey Super Pro. I'm so sorry if I missed anyone early, by the way. I was having some comment section difficulty and I was busy trying to fix it. So if I missed you, I'm so sorry, but please let me know you're here. Ooh, that is a good whoa, a really good strain tonight. It is gelato, it is sweet, but it's also kind of hard hitting as well. It's euphoric, gives you just good vibes, which I really like. Thanks, Super Pro. Alright, let's get started. We have some plays that I'm on tonight. We'll just run down our current ROIs. And wow, have you guys been watching the Olympics? That was a great hockey game, and for the men, and you know, the women winning all this gold as well. I mean, this has been quite quite the Winter Olympics for Team USA, and it's been really exciting to watch. Of course, I watched a hockey game between the US and Canada. And it was just, you know, I thought it was going to be a closer game, like halfway through, and then Hellebuck just came through. It was really fun. A really fun game. Have you guys been watching the hockey, watching the Olympics, enjoying some of that? Yeah, Vegas holding races. Yeah, where is it going to be? Because Vegas has a big racetrack. But then sometimes they just shut down the entire strip, and that's when it gets crazy. Like, you do not want to go to a strip when they shut it all down. It's impossible to get around, and it's like the worst traffic ever. Oh yeah, it is some good gelato. One of my favorite, like, original strains. Just been around forever. Exactly. Women's, men's hockey teams, they did great. I think it's great that so many gold medals have been won. You know, and I've loved watching the ice skating as well. So, you know, so Lou, just so happy out there on the ice, you know, doing things a little bit differently. It's been really fun. I've enjoyed the Olympics. I wasn't really interested in it at first. It was a little bit more of like a non-event for me, but I've gotten into it. Yeah, it's great. We have great men's and women's hockey teams here, so let's go. Yep, bright and early on a Sunday. It was a good Sunday morning watch. The Speedway does get crazy, and then they hold EDC out there on the Las Vegas Speedway as well, which is pretty crazy too. Yeah, Vegas has its events down. So in hockey, we're still sitting at a 36% return with a 66.7% win rate on 96 units played so far. NBA, we're sitting at a 33.7% return with a 68.9% win rates on 122 units played so far. And college basketball, we have a 31.3% return with a 68.8% win rate, 141 units played so far. So doing well so far. All of our ROIs are plus 30%, and let's just have some wins tonight. We have a 6:30 game that I like, so let's jump right on in. Alrighty. So this 6:30 p.m. game is between Miami, Ohio versus Eastern Michigan. And I've been looking at Miami, Ohio on the spread here. You know, the numbers are saying this isn't a great play. I'm not going to lie to you. It went from minus 8.5 all the way out to minus 10.5, pulled back to 9.5, then to minus 8.5, but the level 5 money is still very strong, and I like this play regardless. I think this is a strong play, and when I do think this is a good spread to take this Miami, Ohio game. Even though the numbers did go backwards here, this is one of those rare instances where I'm going to say I like this anyways, even though the numbers did completely reverse. And normally that would scare me off of the game, but it's not scaring me off of Miami, Ohio tonight. So I think I like the spread a lot. It's looking pretty good. And this game is happening in less than 15 minutes from now. So, you know, if you want to watch it, maybe set a timer on your phone, set a reminder in your calendar. But this is happening shortly. So this is the first solid play that I like tonight. This Miami, Ohio spread. Let's go. I am watching a 7 o'clock game in college basketball, but this one's a bit more of a borderline play at this moment. I haven't exactly moved it into my action play pile. It is West Virginia versus Oklahoma State. It's a 7 o'clock game, and this total opened up at 141.5. It went up to 144.5, and there is a little bit of pro money developing on the over. So it is interesting. The line's moving in the right direction. I see a little bit of pro money showing up here, but I haven't quite moved this over into the play or even into the action pile. It's just a little bit more borderline, but just watching the numbers and seeing some of that sharp money showing up, this over is looking like something I want to keep my eye on, and you know, let's just pay very close attention to this one. Now, this 7 o'clock game, this one I like a lot. This is actually one of my favorite plays of the day, so I'm excited to share it with you. Let's do another bong rip, and then we'll dive right on into it. The 7 o'clock game that I like the best is my favorite on the board, but we already have a solid play down, so let's dive on into this one. I think you're right, taking care of business. It is going to be a little bit weird the first few days trying to pick these games, but we'll see. Yeah, I think things will regulate pretty soon in the NHL. All right, a bong hit for the NHL. All right, let's go Team USA. Yeah, let's go. All right, this play I like a lot. I've had my eye on this, and I feel very strong about this one. This is a 7 o'clock game between Kentucky and South Carolina. Now, in this game, you might be wondering, what do I like? Is it the spread, the total, the money line? It is the spread. I like Kentucky because it opened up at -5.5. It was kind of similar to the other game where it pulled out all the way to -7.5. It was going in the right direction. It went back just a little bit to -6.5, but there's still level 5 money here. And it seems like this is the same kind of deal as this Miami, Ohio, Eastern Michigan game. I like the Kentucky spread here, and this is the only play on the board that I really like a lot. So I think this is a good play tonight, the Kentucky spread. If you have any other games you'd like me to analyze, let me know in the comments section. But we do have a couple more games that I'm going to look at tonight here in college basketball. Alright, you said if Kentucky is on tonight, it is over fast. Go ahead and ladder that. You heard it from the knife drawer. Go ahead and ladder it. Does Kansas play? What do you mean? I think this is going to be a good game. I think this... I like that the knife drawer is wanting to ladder this one. Okay. The background music got a little loud. Sorry about that. I have a guy who's supposed to go #1, but just sitting out and subbing himself out of games. Is he injured? Or just sitting out? I'm gonna have to look into this one a little bit more. No injury. He's being a diva and load managing in college. Oh no. Peterson. Well, that's not good. I feel like, a lot of star players want to perform. But you never know. I mean, maybe there's like a reason he's sitting out, that the coach wanted him to sit out or something like that. Maybe, even if he's not injured. Yeah, that makes sense, taking care of business. There's so many games, I feel like. It gets a little crazy with college basketball. Like, even when, you have everything very automated, like I do on my end, it's still a lot of games to look at and analyze every single day. So, okay, let's look at this 9 o'clock game, Miami versus Florida State. So, I'm watching the total here. It opened up at 157.5. It dropped down to 154.5. But this has been a little weird. These lines have been a little bit shaky today. Then it went back up to 155.5, even though there was money on the under, level 1 money. So not a ton of money, but it was significant. It reached the first level of significance. So, I definitely spotted that. But then it dropped again to 153. So that's a pretty big drop from the opening at 157.5. Now it's sitting at 153 on mixed money. The money has pretty much disappeared in this Miami Florida State game. But right now, at this moment, I don't have a play here. I don't think this total is looking that great tonight. Even though it did drop a lot, you know, the money is very mixed right now. And it does seem like, you know, Vegas got some information, they made this adjustment. But it's just sort of sitting there, and I don't have a play. The money is very mixed, so yeah, it doesn't look like the sharps are making any big moves here, or Vegas is really even reacting to Joe Money. So I'm gonna leave this play alone tonight. There is one more game that I want to look at. It's an 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern game in college basketball. And then, of course, we will move on to the NBA. And yeah, soon NHL will be back, and that will be fun. All right, so last play in college basketball of the night. Aren't you guys excited? It is almost March. I know. It's like going to be time for March Madness real soon. You guys ready for it? Excited? What you thinking so far? Let me know in the comment section. Okay, UCF versus BYU. This is an 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern game, and I've been watching the total here. This total opened up at 165.5, went to 162.5 on some under money, and now it's sitting at 161.5 on mixed money, but I think this is looking like a nice little action play. It was a big move towards the under, but here, like, the money was, you know, pretty consistent with the under, and even though it's mixed right now, I think this is a nice little action spot if you wanted to sprinkle a little bit on it, have a nice action play. This under in this UCF BYU game is looking pretty good, and those are all of my college basketball plays. I'll just run over them one more time. This one is happening in 3 minutes from now, and I like the Miami Ohio spread, so I like that one. That's coming up real fast. I still like Kentucky spread. That is my favorite play of the night against South Carolina. And finally, if you wanted to just throw in a little action play, I like this under in this UCF BYU game. Oh yeah, definitely. Helps break up the winter. I can't believe I'm getting another winter blizzard warning for like next week. I'm like, when is this ever gonna be over? I miss the sunny, warm days. I'm not gonna take it for granted again. Alrighty, well, I think it is time to roll into the 2-minute drill. I hope you enjoy it. And I'll be in the comment section, so stay tuned, and we'll come right back after this break with the NBA. Two bets can have identical odds and identical expected value, yet feel completely different to experience. One of them could resolve quietly, almost predictably. You knew that one would happen, while the other swings wildly, creating emotional highs and lows that seem disproportionate to the stake. The difference isn't some psychological illusion. It is variance, and variance has structure. Variance measures how outcomes distribute around expectation. In sports wagering, it determines the path that your bankroll takes, not just the destination. A bettor hitting 55% on coin flip wagers will endure long losing streaks. This is not evidence that their edge disappeared. It is evidence that edge operates probabilistically and not deterministically. What most bettors miss is that sportsbooks understand variance a lot better than their customers. They design markets that maximize that emotional engagement while preserving their mathematical edge. Parlays are the most obvious example of this. Even when they are fairly priced, they create wider outcome distributions. Instead of many small wins and small losses, bettors experience mostly losses, punctuated by occasionally large wins. And this pattern increases emotional intensity and it encourages repeated participation. Whereas straight bets behave differently. Their outcome distribution is a lot tighter. The bankroll evolves more smoothly, and this reduces emotional volatility and makes underlying edge easier to observe. Professionals prefer this structure, not because parlays are inherently bad, but because stable distributions allow better capital management. Variance also explains why short-term results are misleading. A bettor can lose money while making correct decisions or win money while making very poor ones. The market does not resolve edge immediately. It resolves edge gradually through repeated exposure, and this is where analytics become essential. Metrics like the closing line value and expected value exist to separate decision quality from outcome randomness. They allow bettors to measure whether they are beating the market even before profits fully materialize. And in the end, variance is not an obstacle. It is the medium through which the advantage expresses itself. And the goal is not to eliminate variance, that's impossible. The goal is to survive it in the long run. I hope you guys enjoyed that 2-minute drill. If you have any questions, feel free to write me. I would love to hear from all of you. Oh yeah, that is right, doing your business logo. The books make so much from parlays, and all you have to do is, like, even just looking at New Jersey data that's available, it's out there. They actually break it down by bet type and how much the sports book is making off of each bet type, and then you realize, whew, this is crazy. They are making so much off of parlays and props. It's difficult for people to hit those plays. It is because of that groundhog. I agree. I know, that groundhog said it was going to be 6 more weeks of winter, and man, he made that happen, didn't he? Like, they're so cute. Like, I love the groundhogs. I don't know, they're just like these chubby animals. I see them in my backyard. I'm absolutely obsessed. But I guess like it's not a thing to like have a groundhog pet around here, but there's Puxatawny Phil, right? We're getting weather variance this year. That's what's happening with all these blizzards. I feel like for the past, few years it's been really nice winters, mild, like even no snow, and now this year with all the variance. Hockey returns tomorrow. Let's go. You excited? You have a game that you're most excited to watch? Let me know. Let's move on to the NBA and talk about some plays. Alright, starting off with a 7:40 p.m. Eastern game between the Oklahoma City Thunder versus Toronto Raptors. I have been watching this spread here. Toronto opened up, they were the underdogs originally at +1.5. Then they quickly flipped to favorites, moving to -1.5, then -2.5. So they moved out pretty far in the right direction. And there was a bunch of pros coming on to Toronto, so I did see a bit of pro money in the mix. I like seeing the Toronto spread move from being underdogs to then being favorites, sitting at -2.5, backed by pro money. This is looking like a nice play to put into the action pile in the NBA tonight. So yeah, starting off with an action play. Let's go. then this play coming up next, I really like a lot. I like it even more than this last one. Okay, so at 8 o'clock tonight, I am looking at this Golden State Warriors versus New Orleans Pelicans game. I have been watching this total. It opened up at 225.5, went up to 227.5 on level 1 money. I think this is a nice NBA over. We've been doing really well with our NBA totals, NBA overs, so I think we're just gonna keep this good vibe rolling in the NBA tonight. And I like this over. Yeah, open up at 225.5, sitting at 227.5. And as you can see, these totals aren't moving as much as, you know, like college basketball, for example. But it's still, you know, it's still something to pay attention to in the NBA, especially when there's level 1 money backing it. So there is a good amount of money on this, and this line's moving accordingly. So it's looking pretty interesting. And there is one final NBA game that I am looking at, and it's at 9 o'clock tonight. It is the Celtics versus the Suns game. Okay, so this total is a little interesting, and I don't really have a play here tonight, but just an example of when the sports book and the money aren't moving in the same direction at all. This total opened up at 210.5, then it dropped down to 206.5, even though there's level 5 money on the over. So there's lots of money on the over here. The sportsbook is moving in the wrong direction. I don't like this game. Yeah. I am not a fan of it. Okay, Brown is out. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm staying away from this one tonight. The Celtics Suns game. So, does anyone have any plays here you'd like me to break down or look at live on air? Just let me know. Feel free to throw them into the chat. I definitely hope it gets to be spring soon. Like, I hope these blizzards aren't too intense, too extreme. Just seems like the endless winter lately. Okay, so what I did want to talk about for the AI segment today is just about using StatCast as, you know, like more accurate, a more accurate, like, hidden weather sensor. And there are a few ways to do this. So if you guys follow me on Substack, all of my articles there are free. It's easy to read. I don't have it behind a paywall, but if you would like to become a supporter and subscribe to my Substack, there's always an option as well. It is just arielcalista.substack.com. It's easy to join. It's super easy to read some more of my work. And I wanted to talk about how, like, you could really build your own weather sensors for baseball using StatCast. And I actually really show you, like, specifically with just like minimal feature engineering how to do this within like StatCast, within like the baseball Python library, which is all the same information that you would find in like the baseball R library where all the StatCast information goes to. So the StatCast system tracks pitch movement, exit velocity, batted ball distance, and this is all very high resolution, high tech, and it's not to measure the weather, but it's kind of what it's doing. And you can look at the deviations in like expected pitch behavior, and you know, also understand what the weather is doing at the same time. So this is like updating in basically near real time. So you could really tie this into like a weather API. There's so many that are out there that are available. so that you could get the weather for the day, which the sportsbook already has, but then tie it into these own metrics. So you're really getting like what's happening moment by moment in a baseball game. And this is, what's called like atmospheric drift in the middle of the game. And their models aren't really accounting for this. So sportsbooks, they're just repricing these lines, like especially in the middle of the game, based off of scoring events or sharp money coming in, the official weather updates. But when you're starting to look at the StatCast data and you're getting this all in real time, this is where you could build models that actually have an edge on the sports books. So yeah, 5 StatCast metrics do inadvertently function as atmospheric sensors. Pitch movement residuals, such as like wind and air density, induced vertical break, which is the air density suppressing spin lift, carry ratio, direct jag coefficient readout, spin axis deviation, which helps identify crosswind vectors, and exit velocity residuals after controlling for bat speed. So now you can really start getting all of this weather down to, very, very precise, like moment by moment accuracy, just by looking at what StatCast is already providing, plus understanding, getting some of these free weather APIs that are out there. So you see what the sports books are seeing, but now you have an edge even on that. So just a fun article to read, and I recommend you checking out my Substack where I dive into it more, like actually looking like column by column, like what, these different metrics are that you could get from StatCast. Oh yeah, it is cool, Alvin. And definitely check out my Substack if you haven't already. It really dives into the specifics so that you could code it yourself. Or, hey, some of these AIs are getting really good out there, and they can just walk you through it too. I've been using Claude as like a browser extension, like just personally, because I'm always trying to try like the new beta features when it comes to these different AI programs that are out there, and I have found that it is crazy good. So I'm having fun. Just like even I'm getting blown away, and I'm in the mix every day. Like I understand how these systems are made and how they're created, but even now I'm still blown away with just like how in depth and the quality of feedback that you get from AI. And it's great, for me, I have like different notebooks open, like in multiple browser tabs and things like that, like doing like localhost on my computer. And I could just have the extension, like even just reading my different like files and going through them and comparing it, like what do you like about this notebook versus the next. So yeah, I mean, if you want to start diving into StatCast for this baseball season, all of this is available out there for free. It doesn't cost any money, but if you have the time and you have the curiosity, then you have the opportunity to have a true edge. And I'm going to be exploring, making my models better this season as well. So good luck out there. If you have any questions, always feel free to write me. All right. Well, that is everything. I'll just go over my plays one more time. This game already started, but I did like the Miami, Ohio spread. This already started. Even though the numbers were kind of going backwards and forwards, I still like this play. Kentucky, I love this spread tonight. I love the Kentucky spread against South Carolina. I think they're gonna do well. They're gonna cover here. I mean, of course, it's always a gamble. It's not guaranteed, but this is one of my strongest plays of the night that I personally really like. I also like the under in the UCF BYU game. It does look like a nice underplay developing. In the NBA, I like Toronto I like the Toronto spread. This is an action play, so yeah, the last total and this play, these are my action plays on the board right now. And finally, the other solid play that I really like, my favorite play in the NBA tonight, is this over in the Golden State versus New Orleans game. Those are all of the plays that I like. Thank you so much, DJ Ray, for reminding people to hit the like button. Please sign up for my free daily emails if you haven't already, just by going to arielcalista.com, hitting the button that says stay in touch, or there's a little pop-up. You could just enter your email there. It's super easy to join, and I would love to see more people in the Daily Report. Thanks so much for joining my live stream tonight. Good luck on all of your wagers. I'm excited for hockey to come back, and stay in touch with me. Join my Substack as well, because if you like the AI segment and you really want to dive in or just even talk about specifics, my Substack is a great place to start. So thanks so much, DJ Ray, for linking my newsletter and my Substack. All right, Miami is already up 12-0. Let's go. This was a good call, wasn't it? I love doing these picks live and on air. I was like, guys, it starts in 15 minutes. It starts in 5 minutes. And here we are, crushing it. All right, good luck tonight, everyone. I had so much fun with all of you, and I will see you all next time. By the way, one last thing, important note, Saturday morning's live stream. It is going to be starting at 11:15 a.m. It's a little bit of a later start. I have school for the first 2 hours in the morning, then I have school for a few hours later that afternoon, so it's just one of those days where, you know, we have a master class for Johns Hopkins first thing in the morning, so I'm going to be a part of that, and starting the live stream just 15 minutes late, so I hope to see you there Saturday morning. Don't worry, I will send out a reminder in the Daily Report email, just so you know, you could get an extra 15 minutes of sleep Saturday morning and then wake up and join me on Sports Betting Illuminated. Good luck tonight on all of your wagers. I'll see you then. Good luck, and I'll see you all next time.